I think we are good. Okay, going live notification. What's today's topic? Everyone. What are we talking about? There we go. Indie is better than corp. Let me get my YouTube link. Ah, crap. There we go. And then we hit paste, and then we hit enter, and then we hit enter, and then we are good. We're good. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Hello. How is everyone today? Hopefully everybody is good. It's been a week since we all talked last. And I'm hoping to not let that happen much anymore. I'm happy enough and new to you. Well, welcome. Let me switch to Dolphin. Okay, Martin. Bum. How was everybody? How was everybody's week? What did everybody get up to? I apologize. I'll be drinking a lot of water today as well. I hope you feel better, Tech Bun. Grandalizer, how you doing? Figured out to get my avatar more emotive. Nice. Okay. And what are you doing to get that to happen? Hello, John. Hope you are good. Welcome back, Hyper Dolphin. Yo, what's going on, Holmes? Gotta move my pop filter. Yo. What's going on, Miko? So today's stream is literally talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. So any questions, suggestions for topic, feel free to ask. Mikio. I'm so bad with names. Well, that sucks, Lewis. Hello. Started streaming a few months ago on the reality to make sure I like it before I invest too much into it. That's good. That is really good. No, I have not played the demo yet. I've been doing other things. Yo, Semi. Hello, Tebble. How you doing? Long time no see, Semi. What's going on with you? It's fun. That's good. I'm doing good, Semi. I'm really happy that you guys went the free route to try it out first on reality and then saw if you liked it or not. I can't tell you the amount of people that invested too much and then realize they don't like VTubing or streaming for that matter, and now they got all this equipment that is basically useless. Commission work, that's good. Hello, Celeste. Invest debut gets lose views, graduate. Yeah, basically, yeah. That's pretty much how it is, Snow. I saw a VTuber audition for an indie company, and they require people to have their own live 2D avatars. That's not necessarily abnormal. Smaller indie agencies do require you to have that model of your own. The one thing that I'm curious about is what are the terms and conditions of how do I put this? Well, there are a lot of cheap live 2Ds out there. I feel like I got to bring out the whiteboard. All right, that's it. We're pulling out the whiteboard. So, but that's the question. So, Indie Corp requires you to have a live 2D. So, I would honestly say that if an indie corp requires you to have a, let's say, $2,000 model, right? Then you really need to ask yourself, why are you joining a corp if you have an expensive model, right? And then the next question you got to ask yourself is, are they able to bring you an audience and revenue to make up for that I'm going to do air quotes for investment. If you have your own live 2D, at least you get control of your own look instead of the company taking the choices for you. True, but not true semi. So there have been several indie corps that I've seen. I'm doing good, Sakura. How you doing? I've seen indie corps in their contracts say that if you join, and this is why, like, I always yell at you guys to get a lawyer and so on and so forth to read over these contracts, not a friend, but an actual lawyer, right? I should put this in. I've seen, but what I've seen literally in a couple of corps, small indie corps, that they own 50% of your model, or because it's either or that I normally see, 80% of merch sales, right? So, and this is the thing where a lot of indie VTubers really like shoot themselves in the foot because they're so desperate for success, like very desperate for success and to be like the next, I don't know, girl DM or whatever X streamer you want to put in there, that they sell themselves really short, right? So you got to give up more and you got to give them more than that what they're giving you, right? Last month, 2 months ago, last month, 2 months, I don't know, time's been flying by so fast, but we've seen like a lot of indie corps close shop, right? Like, if any of you guys are on Twitter, we saw what, like 4 or 5 small indie corporations close. They absolutely shut down because they had literally nothing to offer. Their talent had nothing to offer, right? The talent on some of them is what's keeping the corp afloat, which and keeping the corp alive, right? But the only thing the corps were bringing were they were literally using the word sponsorship. One of them literally used the word sponsorship, and let me see if I could pull up real quick, an example of one of their sponsors that they were using. It was absolutely appalling. I actually showed you guys this on stream before. There we go. It was this one. Okay, so literally, the only thing the corp was doing was signing up their talent to these quote air quotes sponsorship programs, and it was just an affiliate program underneath the corporation's name, but directed towards the talent. Right? It's just, it's not, like they weren't giving anything, right? And something Starlight just said, and hello Starlight, wait, did you say hello before and I didn't say hello back to you? I'm so sorry, Starlight. Bad senpai, bad senpai. But like literally the sponsorships were like, just like Semi just said, scams, right? But like another thing too is another thing, I'm repeating myself. You can tell it's been a week since I last streamed. I'm a broken record, but ruining the personal image, right? I've seen talents being drawn in a very lewd and sexual way that they didn't want, right? Or the use, this is another big one that absolutely drives me crazy. The use of their image for all of time. Now, Twitch actually has something like that in their contract where they can use your personal image for the end of time, but like these small agencies that had absolutely nothing like backing them financially or anything for that matter, we're wanting to use your image for anything and everything, advertisements, promotional things, events, that even if you weren't there, your face was being used, so on and so forth. So it's very hard pressed, anybody would be very hard pressed to find a small agency that's 1A making money, right? Because this is what happens, right? And I would love to be proven wrong on this. And there is probably small agencies out there that do this correctly. I just haven't seen them yet. But the vast majority of them don't make any money. If they do, they are paying people to do work. So artists, editors, so on and so forth. Two, they don't have much of a following. The following that they do get is from the talent themselves. So like you'll see on Twitter, for example, that there's agencies out there with 50 followers. Like it's and people are lining up in droves to join, right? Contracts, a lot of them that I've seen don't have contracts written by a lawyer, right? There are so many because they can't even afford to hire a lawyer, right? So they're riddled with spelling errors and contradictions. So yeah, like I don't see a lot of small agencies at least meeting those 3 different criterias. Love to be proved wrong though. I really would. And like I said, there might be 1 or 2 out there. I just don't know about them yet. It does really make you wonder because like what caused our community, right, as a whole to want to flock to the agencies? And you know what this problem is? Right? Agencies? I spelled that wrong. I don't care. I'll fix it in a second. Oh, I didn't spell it wrong. Okay. It just looks weird because it's all capitalized. You know, like, this problem only exists with VTubers. If you guys literally go throughout Twitch, right? Regular, small streamers who only voice or use a webcam don't have the need or feeling that they need to join an agency. Like, it's crazy. Now, small streamers and small streamers and voice tubers and all that stuff, they have their own problems. They have their own little niches that they like flock towards. But it's only VTubers that like really harp on getting into agencies. No, there are small streamer agencies, but no profitable ones. Not yet, at least. So, idol culture mixes with VTubers, but idol culture mixes with like a whole bunch of other things too, not just VTubers. Why is it VTubers and not regular streamers doing it? Legitimacy. Yeah, maybe. That might be it. Thinking that is what's getting them to be legit. That's definitely a possibility. Just because you don't have the company certificates, so to speak, doesn't make you less of a streamer in my mind. Yeah. It's been normalized for VTubers, not for other groups. It has been normalized. I think we need to stop normalizing it. I feel like a lot of VTubers don't treat... Oh, this is... Twig. Twig actually said it. A lot of VTubers don't treat VTubing as content creation and agencies as jobs. That is so true. Very evident with a lot of audition forms. When I was looking at Niji Sanji audition forms, that was very clear and very evident. And hello, Thornscale. Like, people really, yeah, they really don't treat it like a job. They treat it like they're hanging out with friends, that it's a friendship and it's a friend group, when it's just, that's not the case. The K-pop industry with the whole company stuff, yeah, it basically is. It basically is, Annie. Probably just because most people's introduction to VTuber is by an agency VTuber. Yeah, for the most part, I think a lot of people's introduction is an agency VTuber, like, whether it be on YouTube or on Twitch. Which I don't know if that's good or not. Happy birthday, Pinkware. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. That's as much as singing you're getting for that one. You were introduced to VTubing by a corporate VTuber. Ah, man, I miss the good old days of, you have to, like, I don't know. There was a lot of agencies back then. Let's just put it that way. I didn't imagine it had to be an agency thing. Okay, that's good. The first impression of VTubing really sticks with them. Yes, that is true. But shockingly, am I saying that right? Yeah. The people that are applying for small VTuber agencies, how old do you guys think they are? Like, honestly, chat, give me an answer. How old do you guys think that these people are that are applying for the small agencies? They babies? Probably 14 to 17, 17 to 18, 16 to 17? 18 and up. The vast majority of them are 18 and up. Very few have in minors, unless the agency states that they are willing and open to having people under the age of 18. If you ever run into an agency that does that, let me know, because I'm going to put them on blast, because that is like so illegal in so many different places. But like, yeah, the vast majority of people that are applying to these agencies are over the age of 18. Really watched. I only watched because I stumbled to their stream. I knew a person years before VTubers. Oh, that's good. I used to think being in an agency was the only way to be successful. I think differently now. That's very good. Celeste, I'm very happy you think differently now. VTuber companies have very young people applying for them. 18 to 25 is basically the age. Is Kawa a small agency? Yeah, Kawa's a small agency still. I have a friend that joined an agency there for 2-3 months, then left. Yeah, it's not worth it. Like, what do they give you? I think the last company that tried to hire minors soon went out of business. I hope so. I know indies can be successful. I'd rather just do that. Well, that's the thing. Being an indie VTuber, I've said this a long time ago, and I'll say it again. If you are indie and applying for, let's just say, Niji Sanji or Hollow or whatever agency, right? If you think you are good enough to join them, then you are good enough to be a very successful, if not more, streamer by yourself than with them. I truly, strongly believe that. Now, like for example, I know there are people who are in Niji Sanji. They had fairly large followings before. The only thing that an agency gives you is an instant audience, right? That is the benefit of joining like a large corp, is to get that instant audience, that instant following, and so on and so forth. But I know if every single one of those Niji Sanji current talents did their own thing first, it would be a slow, gradual buildup, but they would still get to where they are now. Hello, Empress. No corporate agency would ever let me do game development, so they're off the table for me by default. That's good. Joining an agency is networking on steroids. That's it. Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of the violinist Lindsay Sterling? Back in the day, she was massive. At least I watched a lot of Lindsay Sterling, listened to her and their Laura from Australia. But think I want you guys to, and literally what I just said, I want you guys to keep literally what I just said in mind. Lindsay Sterling started off really small on YouTube, right? She's still on YouTube till this day. She went to America's Got Talent. America's Got Talent said, no, you're not good enough. Lindsay was like, well, screw that. I don't need them. And look at where she is today. And she even said herself, if she got with America's Got Talent, signed their contracts, she wouldn't be as big as she is today. Right? So, like, honestly, an agency can hold you back. So it took her longer to get that audience, longer to build it all up, but she's now way more successful by herself writing her own stuff than she would have been if she was with America's Got Talent. So I want you guys to take whatever you can away from that, and I'm hoping that motivates some of you. I really am. But trust me, chat, when I say this, every single one of you could be far more successful by yourselves. And think of it this way. Who are you accountable to at the end of the day? Right? If you join an agency like Niji Sanji or Hololive, you have to report to your manager, which is going to be like literally on your butt for everything you're doing wrong. You can't play whatever game you want. Well, on YouTube, that can be like a little bit restrictive here and there, right? Because, you know, they got that thing. Twitch, you're pretty much free reign. But like honestly, you can play whatever game you want. You can listen to whatever music you want because Twitch doesn't really moderate a whole lot. They could barely moderate their own mods, right? But like, you got so many restrictions when you join an agency. When you're by yourself, yes, you are going to make a lot of mistakes. Yes, you are going to have a lot of problems. Yes, you are going to be hitting the ground running, and you're going to be running to obstacles and to walls and all that stuff. You're not going to have a lot of people guiding you, but you're learning something. You're learning on how the industry actually is. You're learning that, you know, collaborations with certain people. Like, now you could, like, as an indie, you can collab with whoever you want. And if you guys are indies, for the most part, vast majority of you guys watching me are, avoid the drama, right? Unless that's your thing. But like, just avoid the drama and you'll be perfectly fine. Collab with whoever you want. And if they align with your views, great. If they don't align with your views, you don't have to collab with them. You don't have to fake being nice to somebody as an indie. I don't know if everybody in these agencies are actual friends with each other, right? I can't imagine absolutely everybody is on good terms with everybody else, but they still gotta like fake it. At least here, you don't have to fake it. If Rayless and I ever get into a fight one day, we just won't stream together, right? And we'll hash it out in the background. But I don't know. Again, chat, this is just my opinion. You do like watching drama? I like watching drama too. I'm not gonna lie, I do. So indies gives you more freedom. On the good side, we're not too constrained in terms of content. Indie would be more comfortable if we didn't consider it a real job that requires all the rules. Well, I think okay. I think there are two types of indie VTubers. Okay, two types. Type 1 is the people that do it for fun. Right? These are the people that, you know, no expectations. Expectations to make money or grow an audience. Right? Right? No, I did spell fun, not gun. Okay. Type 2. Type 2 is, I want to say, 50% of the VTubing audience, or not the audience, of VTubers out there, like that are actual streamers, content creators, so on and so forth, are ones that want to do it for a job or do it full time one day They care about money. Not so much in the start, but like they care more and more and more as like they progress, because they see, like, let's be 1,000,000% chat. Having a revenue coming in from your live streams, from your YouTube channel, so on and so forth, can really help you make better content. It can if you do it right. But the vast majority of people don't do it right. But yeah, so type 2, they care about money, followers, and viewers. Okay. If you want to be type 2, right? If you want to be type 2, I'm sorry to say, you have to treat it like a job. You have to. You have to treat it like a job. Right? You're going to be doing hours you don't want to do. You're going to have to do editing that you don't want to do. You're going to have to go live when you don't want to. You're going to have to make videos when you don't want to. Right? But those are the only two types. There is no middle. There is no type 3. I'm sorry to say, John, there is no type 3. Right? People that say that they're a type 3, they're a type 2. Straight up. Because I guarantee you, as soon as you take away the money or the followers or the viewers, they start hyperventilating, messaging me in the middle of the night, freaking out, wondering why. Why they're failing. Right? They always care. They always care. I've never met a type 3, which is like the combination of the two, that was an actual type 3. Yeah, type 0 are VTweeters. But you could be a type 1 and eventually go to a type 2. You could be a type 2 and go down to a type 1. King, you have no idea. You have no idea. But yeah, it's yeah, Tomato said it, right? It's like real life. Do something for passion versus making it a job. Like chefs. Being a chef is grounds of killing a passion for cooking due to how stressful it gets. Yeah. A hobby for me, but I wish I had more time to make it a job. Well, it's all about your time management, right? At the end of the day, what is your time management? I'm sure a lot of you guys could squeeze in an extra hour a day if you really wanted to. But you're going to have to sacrifice something. Either hanging out with a friend, watching a show on Discord. But there is sacrifices you have to make. I sacrificed so much when this channel started like picking up momentum and taking off. Right? Is it better to focus on being a type 1 when starting out? I think so. I think everybody should start out as a type 1. Every single one of you should start out as a type 1. See if you like doing this first. That's why I tell you guys, do this as free as possible. Grab a free model, make a free model, find free assets, download free software like OBS, find some free, like absolutely free emotes, find some absolutely free alerts and all that stuff. Use all the free stuff that you can. Draw it yourself if you can. Find a friend that can draw like a stick man and pay them by cooking them a meal or whatever. Literally as free as possible. Do it for 3 months. 3 months is, if you're streaming every day, which you shouldn't, but if you are streaming every day, do it for a month. If you are going to stream like 3 times a week, do it for 3 months. And then really like look back at it and be like, okay, do I like where I am now? Do I like going live? Do I like the community I have grown? And like really sit down, like, and I know you guys don't have this nowadays, but back in my day, we had something called paper and a pencil. Okay, and we used to write, like we used to draw a line down the middle. We would write on this thing that we call paper, the positives, and then the negatives, right? And write down the positive sides of you streaming, of your journey, and then write down the negatives and be very honest with yourself. Like, you have to be honest with yourself. And if at any time, and trust me, chat, trust me when I say this, you are going to have days that you're not going to want to stream. You're going to have days that you don't want to get up out of bed.
Welcome to
And you're going to have days where some live streams just don't work out like they should. Like they just won't. They are going to go awry. They honestly will. But like, write down how many of those days that you were live streaming, how many of them did you not want to go live? How many of them were you miserable during the live stream? If you are miserable and hating it more than 20% of the time, this might not be for you. And that's okay. Right? Because not everybody has to be a streamer. Not everybody can stream. Right? Not everybody has the chops for it. Not everybody could be a doctor or a lawyer or a pilot. It's the exact same thing with VTubing. Just because the barrier of entry is very low to like stream and whatnot doesn't mean it's easy or you like everybody can do it. You have to be okay with talking to yourself for a very long time. You're going to have to be okay with hate raids because I'm sorry to say they're going to happen no matter what. I've been hate raided. I've had hate comments. I've had hate viewers. I've had hate DMs, stalkers, and all that stuff too. Like, you're going to run into that kind of thing. I think burnout gets people unhappy. Too much time streaming and not making searchable 24/7 the shorts. Exactly. Right? And that's the thing though. Right? So just like how I was mentioning to you guys earlier, a lot of small VTubers, we want to try to like join agencies and we see agencies and we try to like gravitate towards them because we think it's success. But people literally think live streaming is how I get seen. And anybody that's new here, yes, you do get seen this way, but it's not how you grow. You will grow through live streaming, but not as much as if you make content on YouTube or TikTok. And TikTok is like seriously underrated. Facebook is seriously underrated. Like, my Facebook group for VTuber Senpai grows every day. I got people like that are mostly in Spanish speaking countries following me, right? I got some people in Asian speaking countries following me as well, because like that's the main platforms they're on. I remember you said try clickbaiting Twitch. Yeah, I actually had some people reach out to me about that from last week, and they stated that they were actually having some success clickbaiting their stream titles. And hello, everybody that just arrived. Hope everyone is well. But yeah, like clickbaiting on Twitch. You have to clickbait on Twitch because you literally have nothing else. You have literally nothing. Streaming on YouTube has a large Spanish-speaking countries. That's good. I want to limit my streams to at least 2 hours and use that extra hour of streaming dedicated to making some sort of content outside of streaming. Yeah, that's good. I just arrived. This was pretty crazy timing in the events of Niji Sanji. Yeah. Not really surprising, but yeah. Got 2 new subs and follows. That's good, Kitsu. But yeah, guys, you have to clickbait your titles. You have to clickbait your titles. There's no choice on Twitch. Okay. I'm glad we had that talk. Never be surprised when you get a fan because of your personality, even if they don't understand what you're saying, how you sound, act, shyness, all that. Never be surprised when you get a fan because of your personality, even if they don't understand what you're saying. Yeah. Because like for me, I don't understand why I have an appeal. I don't know why any of you watch me, really. Like, I'm gonna be very honest. I really don't know the appeal of VTuber Senpai, but you guys show up. You listen, you apply the knowledge that I give you, my experiences that I give you, and you go out into the world and try it. So, yeah. The thing is, and this is the point I'm getting to. I may not know why you guys are here, and you guys are giving me fantastic reasons. Thank you. I do appreciate them. I personally like find myself annoying, my voice annoying, and all the fun jazz. I've said that on stream so many times. But because I don't see that value doesn't necessarily mean that other people won't see something of value in you. Right? I've been researching on how to not mess up when I move out of reality app into more bigger streams. I like the advice I found. That's why I'm watching. Fair enough. Fair enough. I was watching you when I was trying to find a start to VTubing. You offer education. I think watching you when you had 1K subs or less. Oh my god, that was cringe. 1K or less subs. That was those were dark times. Those were dark times. You're a male VTuber succeeding. So you're part of my motivation to keep going and believe it's not just a girl thing only. Like when I researched in 2020, oh my god, I still hear the girl thing as an excuse today, and it drives me crazy. So many people still state, even in 2023, you gotta be a girl to be successful. It's like, no. You just gotta have something that that the audience wants. Like literally. Right? You don't have to be a male to and in an agency to be successful. You don't. You literally don't. You just you gotta have something that the audience wants. Seeing watching VTubers, also learning about VTubing. Yeah. 2020 just kept saying girls succeeding as VTubers. Now there's news of males making it since 2022. Well, even before, just nobody really saw them. Right? They were there, they were successful, but like they don't get clipped as much. They don't have as many funny moments. Right? Or I think of like another example. There are like sometimes certain audiences are more willing and wanting to like clip you and share your content. For example, right? Great example actually, because like even for me, I don't see people clipping or anything of me and sending it out, but I've seen people clip Sapphire and share Sapphire's content, especially when Sapphire was doing the very similar stuff to what I was doing, right? So it's a different mindset of viewers too, different mindset of different audiences. I'm very determined to go corpo, but I want to know the why not. That's good. That's good, Sama. That's good. And honestly, guys, if I give you guys the reasons to not join, just remember at the end of the day, it's really up to you. Just make sure you have something that they want. You have something to offer them. If you don't have anything to offer, then chances are you're not going to get in. I think there's a big difference. I cannot read. I cannot talk today. I don't know why. I think there's a big difference than being successful and being popular / trendy. Yes. Oh, Blubber Muffins actually said it right. Difference between popular and trendy. Or sorry, between successful. Sorry. Right? There is a massive difference. Massive difference. Usually, not always, but usually, and usually I want to say like 80-90% of the time, usually popular and trendy are people sharing content and clips of funny moments, right? Which can sometimes bring new viewers, but usually the new viewers don't always stay. And the reason why they don't always stay is because of the clip content that was in the clip. They expect the whole stream to be like. That's what it is. Where successful doesn't matter if they get clipped or whatnot, but they're usually able to convert the people that are there momentarily because of the clip into average viewers or regular watchers. But yes, Muffins, you got it right. I'm surprised there aren't more artist corps. They always play video games or recently cook. Okay. There is a reason why there isn't more artist corps. Does anybody know why there isn't more artist corps? Some of my favorite Twitch streamers get "You're funnier on YouTube" comments all the time in their streams. It's true. It's true. It really is so true. Because it's all edited out, right? They can't draw everything. Our content is unpredictable in comparison to a verified game. You have to be a banger audience. Our content can also have copyright issues. Yes. Yes, Quantum Twin Spark. You got it. Copyright issues. That's exactly why. Think of it. Think of it this way, okay? I really want you guys to think of it this way. Like truly think of it this way. So in North America, what do we have? We have fair use. Right? And for the most part, we could do things under fair use. And for the most part, we're okay under fair use. But where's the majority, not all, but where's the majority of successful VTuber agencies? Anybody want to take a guess? Where the majority of successful VTuber agencies are? Japan. Exactly. Right? In Japan, their fair use is not like North America. And because of that, That is why we don't have a VTuber agency that's art focused. Because like a lot of Japanese laws, they strike people down. They sued fans for like negative comments and hate comments. They sue people for copyright all the time. A lot of times they can't even stream games that they had permission to stream an hour prior, right? And the thing is, and Thorn just said it. Damn you, Thorn. Thorn just said it. Also, if the person who makes the art, if the talent makes the art, who owns the art? Think of it this way, chat. I know in my old so I used to work as a computer tech long time ago, right? Anything that I made, created, innovated belonged to the company that I worked for. And that is very normal in North America. If you have something, if you created something, especially during company hours, which a lot of you guys would be doing during company hours, the company owns it. And yeah, exactly. Chances are high Niji would want to be the preferred owner of the art. Exactly. So the only way an agency a VTubing agency would work, right? As a successful one, is it has to be all original content, right? So they can't refer to Pokemon, they can't refer to anything popular that's happening in the world, no fan art for games, nothing like that. They would only have to, the only people they would only be able to draw fan art of is fellow talent in the corp. So yeah, doesn't work out very well. And that's why that particular agency can't exist. It's very restrictive. You would never want to work underneath an agency like that. You guys want to know a secret? All the agencies are already like that. Do you guys really think the Niji Sanji talents own their YouTube channel? The Niji Sanji talents don't own their YouTube channel. They get like the stream key or the manager role, right? They don't own their channel. They don't own any of their models. They don't own any of the assets, especially if they got a commission with their own money. They still don't own the assets. Realist, thank you for the 11 months. Thank you, my dude. I really appreciate it. How you doing? But yeah, they don't get to keep anything. Which is the exact same reason why an art agency wouldn't work, because some of you guys wouldn't like that, but the exact same rules still apply.
Welcome to Senpai's Academy.
Elsking, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Can agency VTubers discuss manga/comic books? Probably, but with a lot of restriction. They would have to ask their manager if they're allowed to do that. And if they are allowed to do that, which ones? And then how much can they discuss? Can you imagine me joining a corp, making games on my stream, and the corp claiming the ownership of my game? I cry. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I say you guys are a lot better off as indies than you would be working for a corporation. At least you have control of literally everything. You could do fan art of whatever you want. You could draw whatever you want. No restrictions. Unless it's on Twitch, then no nudity. Well, and on YouTube. Hell, you could do fan art while wearing a bikini in a pool. There's so much stuff you can do on that platform without restrictions. Hololive Girls have done manga, but it requires a partnership. Callie did a manga read, but they were sponsored by Book Off. Yeah, okay, so there we go. It required a partnership. She was probably allowed to read a specific manga or mangas, and that was it. And stream the entire creation. Meanwhile, making my own stuff under a distinct contract off stream. I would be careful making a Niji Sanji themed anything. to be fully honest with you, I would not trust them with a toothpick, because they would probably stab you with it. Like, I'd be careful. Yeah, maybe if you got in, sure. If you got in, if you were one of the talents, then yeah, okay, go nuts. You'd have to get permission from management, but yeah. But if you guys are a fan, I would not. With the things that happened with False ID, with Kyo, was Omni a part of it as well? I don't remember. Or did Omni talk about it only? Either way, I know False and Kyo for sure. They got struck down. So yeah, they're going a little bit after people. Omni had his own thing. Okay. Wait, what happened? So what happened was they made negative content talking about the agency, whether it be the agency doing something wrong or the talent doing something wrong. And then Niji Sanji went after Kyo and False ID for that. They did copyright takedowns and DMCA strikes. So, yeah. Good night, Miles. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Trying to enter a streamer's competition as part of a game dev competition as a corporal VTuber would be a logistical nightmare. I agree. Niji Sanji needs a Snickers. Yes. Niji Sanji graph going down according to False. We won't be joining Niji after that. They might lose their EN talents. Well, that's the thing. And I know, like, me and some other people, well, me and one other person specifically, not too sure they want me to say their name or not, but we've talked in great length. Let me swap scenes real quick because we don't need the whiteboard. But we've talked in length where a lot of the agencies, their viewership isn't going up, it's going down. And the reason why it's going down is because a lot of agencies aren't innovating, right? They're almost a copy pasta. Like, each generation is almost a copy pasta of each other, right? Now, they might have different physical appearances and backgrounds and lores and so on and so forth, right? But at the end of the day, they're all doing the same thing for the most part. They're all going live, they're all playing video games, and they're all doing just chatting, right? The only one I want to say kind of innovated a little bit was Scarla, right? With the hand streams, which brought in a lot of new people. But for the most part, all our talent is sharing viewers that are already part of the sphere. It's stagnation and oversaturation, not in the VTubing as a whole, but within the agencies themselves. Yeah, exactly, right? So for an agency to grow, to survive, and so on and so forth, they need to really start recruiting talent that isn't the typical VTuber that doesn't want to game, that doesn't want to go live and do the same thing that everybody else is doing. They need to expand. You know, one thing that I would love to see a corp do, literally, I know they would get a massive following from it. Like, legit, they would. They would get an instant following, and there's like hundreds of thousands of people around the world that are interested in it. A D&D session. Not just one session, but entire campaigns. What they need to do, for example, this is one of many examples that they can do, but yoink and twist Critical Role. And the cool thing about VTubers is they could get assets made really quickly and tossed onto their avatars. So as they upgrade their shields, they could have an upgraded shield on their character. As they upgrade their armor, they could upgrade their armor real quick. Right? Exactly. The model's changing throughout the campaign. But the thing is, the people that did do the whole thing of D&D prior, they did it the lazy way. The avatars literally just sat there, ha 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 ha, and it's the same avatar throughout the entire time. But legit, have a dedicated group that does D&D campaigns. If it's so popular for Critical Role, and I know like a lot of Critical Role's success is because of the VAs, but Niji Sanji has a massive following as it is already. They could pull in so many people from the D&D scene, and they have people that watch them right now that are into D&D. They would just spread the word to people that aren't watching VTubers and tuning into VTubers to see something like that. Like, it would be, and this is literally me pulling it out of my butt, thinking of this right on top of my head. That's what they need to do. That's one of many ideas that they can do. And that would bring a new audience to them, which they desperately need. They really need it. And like I said, and Realist mentioned, you know, they need to change their avatars. They need to update them. They need to, like, as the game progresses, they need to progress. Right? If you guys have seen my tutorials, Realist's tutorials, Sapphire's tutorials, God knows who else is making tutorials nowadays as well, right? VTube Studio, for example, it's a free application out there. You spend the $25 on it, get the watermark removed so it runs a little bit better. But you can literally add things on the fly, right? You could add the armor, you can add a scar, you can add different things. So I don't know. That's just my idea. But what do I know? I'm only a VTuber senpai. I know nothing. Sorry, chat. I needed water. Does the mobile version of VTube Studio ever go on sale? No. But the cool thing about VTube Studio, if you buy it either on the phone or on the desktop and you link them together, it will activate the full license for either or. So for example, I have VTube Studio, the full version, on my mobile. And because I have VTube Studio linked to my VTube Studio on my desktop, the watermark goes away and it unlocks the full version while the application is connected. As soon as the application or the mobile app is disconnected, it goes back to like the free version. VTuber Senpai Agency when? when Rayless and I hit 100K. Because Rayless would have to be my co-owner, co-manager, co-partner, co-cat. Rayless would have to be the cat that's sitting on my lap that can stroke like Dr. Evil. I would have to be Dr. Evil and he would have to be my cat. That's the only time that would be able to happen. So, share the word of VTuber Senpai to your friends, to your family, on Twitter, on YouTube, in Discord communities that want to learn and figure out how to be VTubers. Share the word of Senpai around so we can get to 100K, and I'll start an agency. As long as Rayless hits 100K, but he will hit 100K before I do. Do you have any VA skills to be a VTuber like some of these popular VTubers? I have no VA skills. None whatsoever came. Just years and years and years and years and years and years of failure. Of trial and error and learning. The watermark on the desktop is due to VC face tracking. If you use the iPhone's face tracking instead, it uses the mobile app via USB/Wi-Fi. That means you won't get the VC face watermark. Interesting. Am I still doing Niji Sanji application reviews? I can do review on it, yes. But I will be honest, it'll probably take me a week to look at it. If you really want me to look at your audition, you can send it to me if you have it already. You can go to my Patreon and do the pledge. But it will take me like a week to look at it. I will be fully honest right now. So, yeah. I am sorry. Do you have any recommendations for desktop/tech that you would want or need to start out? That is a fantastic question, Bloom. Thank you for asking. Okay. All right. Here we go. Desktop tech suggestions. Wait a minute. Don't I have a link for that? I think I have a link for that. Give me a second. No, YouTube, I don't want to run an ad. I think I have. Where is it? Tutorials, Senpai's Lo-Fi, Patreon, tweets, Stream Gear. Here we go. I got it. Here we go. So I do have this. It's in the pinned comments down below. So it's suggested Stream Gear. It is affiliated. So I do make a small kickback from it. But this is literally like I said in the pinned comments down below. Beginning VTuber kit, advanced VTuber kit, VTubing webcams, suggested microphones. This is like the basic stuff that I probably suggest you guys use, right? A cheap webcam. It does not have to be a Logitech C920. Could literally be anything. A blue snowball ice. I know content creators that will use a blue snowball from 0 subscribers on YouTube to several million subscribers on YouTube. So the Blue is a very good microphone that will literally last you a long time. And I believe it's like 50, 60 bucks. Something like that. I don't remember exactly. Actually, if I click on buy on Amazon, how much will it be? It's $69.99. And this is Canadian. So if it goes to like the American site, it'll be cheaper for you guys. So minus 20 bucks. Because Canada sucks for conversions. I will swear by this one. Legitimately, I will swear by this. I have this thing right here. It's a webcam and a ring light mount. Legitimately, everybody should have one. Legit. You really should buy one. You mount your webcam on it. It's one of those arms that you can move into any position you want. It is beautiful. Beautiful. Fantastic. Oh my God, yes. Beautiful. I love it. Here's a pop filter. This is the exact one that I have. And a Stream Deck isn't necessary. Somebody mentioned in the chat earlier that you could buy like one of those USB ones that are like super cheap. I would suggest you do one of those instead. Like literally do one of those instead. If you have a little bit of extra money to splurge, then you can definitely get a Stream Deck. I truly use my Stream Deck maybe, and this is me like being really generous. Like really generous on how often I use my Stream Deck. Maybe 5 minutes a week. If that. And that's generous. I literally hit start going live, which turns on my stream on OBS. I click it to change scenes. Oh my God, that's all I use it for. That's literally it. I don't use it for literally anything else. So some people use it for way more. It has a lot of utility. It works for a lot of programs. There are people that use it for video editing, for quick buttons, but it's not necessary. Not by a long shot. Now, somebody asked a fantastic question about DSLR. So, back in the day, there was this gentleman, I gotta say, he has a nice voice. Though what he was wearing was a little bit cringy at the time. He is probably the smartest person I know on this planet. And yeah, I can't reference him enough. I couldn't. I really couldn't. But this guy 2 years ago, let's not click on the video, made a video that is a webcam guide. Now, it's kind of sort of out of date, but kind of sort of not out of date. But he does show like the differences in tracking quality with a webcam versus a DSLR versus a GoPro. Now, any of these will track you. I will get in contact with him, Snow, and see if he's willing to do a 2023 version. Because he does have an iPhone nowadays. But what I will tell you guys, and this is the God honest truth, tracking quality wise, in my personal opinion, and this is literally just my personal opinion, it wasn't that much of a difference between the cheap, the medium, and the expensive. And like the C920 was $60 at the time. The DSLR was, I think, around $300 at the time. It was a Sony A5100, and the GoPro is a GoPro Hero 4. Realistically, the tracking wasn't that big of a difference. The big difference between a webcam like this and, like, for example, or all these webcams and, for example, like an iPhone, is the ability of tracking your facial expressions a lot better, right? The iPhone, if you're like a 3D person and you have blend shapes, then your avatar will have a lot more expressions. It'll be more expressive for sure, right? With the live 2D, if your live 2D model is rigged really well, an iPhone again will pick up on those better expressions. For the vast majority of people, if you don't have blend shapes, if you don't have any special expressions with your live 2D avatar, literally the cheapest webcam will do just as good as a DSLR or a GoPro. There is no difference. Just pick up any webcam, minimum, I would say 30 frames per second, right? My C920 was a 15 frame per second, and I used it for the first, let's put it this way. From here to about, yeah, to about here, I was using the Logitech C920. A lot of my live streams, I was using the Logitech C920. Here-ish, and up, I was using the GoPro. And then, where is it? Here onwards, I was using the iPhone. And I still use the iPhone now. C922, it's perfectly fine. It'll do the job. But I suggest you guys literally go with the cheapest one first. See if you like VTubing, see if you like the model, see if you like any of that stuff. Right? Make sure you guys like all that stuff first. Then make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and make sure you join my Discord, because I do have an amazing community with fantastic mods and fantastic people. Then after you do that, then you can upgrade to a higher end webcam or phone and so on and so forth. See what I did there, chat? The call to action just blended in just like that. So yeah, that's what I would do. But that's my personal opinion. What are you cooking up for us next week? Actually, funny you say that. What's the benefit for a ring light? Oh, okay. Let me answer that first. So, light allows the webcam to see things. Okay, no, but all seriousness, having a ring light on your face does help with the webcam or any device that you plan on using to track your face a little bit better, right? I do have another video, or I mean, that amazing VTuber that has that educational channel. He does have a video that talks about lighting, and he compares like very low light to like very good light. There is a little bit of a difference. A ring light does help, but you can get away if you are living in a dungeon with a little bit of light going through. So yeah. I put on makeup before streaming. Sometimes. Wait, what? I put on makeup before streaming sometimes because it makes my tracking better. Okay, well, I'll be honest with you, Twig. I've never tried putting on makeup to try to determine if it would make tracking better. I don't know if I want to try. That is interesting. If there are people that are willing to test that for me, like makeup versus non-makeup, please let me know how that works out. Yeah, I don't want to be a pretty boy. I'm sorry. I, I, I'm more than good. I'm more than good. But that would be interesting to see. I would actually be interested in that data. Because if makeup does make a difference, I don't know. I kind of want to try this now. I don't know how to put on eyeliner or anything like that, but I kind of want to try that. I'm not going to lie, just for experimentation. Oh, man. But yes, your guys' homework for this week is go buy lipstick and eyeshadow and all that stuff. And let me know how that works for you. Oh, man. Could you imagine if that actually helped and worked really well? The next thing I do is like a makeup tutorial on my channel. Oh my god. No. Yeah, Makeup Meta 2023. Oh my gosh. I could get my own line of it too. But yeah, if you guys don't mind, please try using makeup and let me know how it works. And send me a message in Discord, a DM or whatever, and let me know because I'm really curious. Really curious. Somebody had a good question before we got sidetracked about makeup. What was it again? If there's decent lighting, you might get higher FPS on the camera. No, not really. The camera just locks in at a specific FPS. I'm sorry, the makeup thing stun locked me. It really did. It really did. What do you have in store for us next week? Okay, thank you. No worries, Twig. Okay, so Senpai made a channel as soon as Vesa approves it. Mostly Vesa because I wanted you to make sure that that I didn't have any spelling errors. Because you know how I am. So the channel is called hashtag stream and topic suggestions. So why the reason why I did this channel is because I feel like I've gone through all the topics and all the things that I've learned over the years, and I've pretty much already covered it in all the live streams. Not just once, but probably like 10 or 12 times. I know a lot of you still have questions about different things, or maybe you saw a topic that was interesting on Twitter. What you can do is go to that channel, and you guys can open up the form and give me a suggestion of what you want me to cover on stream. So this is the form. It's very simple. Give me your name on Discord or YouTube so I know who to credit. Give me your stream topic suggestion. This is a long form answer, so give me a paragraph of what you want me to do or like the topic, why you want me to cover that particular topic, so on and so forth. And then any related websites or material that I should take a look at prior to reviewing it on stream. So I'm going to allow you guys to give suggestions on streaming topics. Right? And then I could do a huge deep dive and do one dedicated stream to that specific topic. Because I know sometimes you guys will bring up a topic and we'll go through like 4 or 5 different ones during a stream. I can make it a focus stream. And it also gives me the ability to do research. Because that's the one thing I really like to do is research on a particular topic and then approach it from not just one side or one point of view, but the other side and the other point of view. So we can have an educational look at things and it's not one-sided. Is it okay if we keep our name anonymous? If you really want to keep your name anonymous, absolutely, go nuts. No, can't be Star Trek, Star Wars. Keep it all VTubing related or content creation related. So if Moist Critical started doing something horrible or whatever, bring it up, put it in there, and this is for you guys to link it. Yeah, I could pin the link for sure. And then pin message. So like I said, it's in the channel, in the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, make sure you guys do. It's that channel right there, stream topics. Wait, did I spell my own channel wrong? Stream and topic suggestions. Sure, mayonnaise if you really want. But yeah, that's next week's agenda is going to be basically up to you guys. We might on Friday do a we haven't done one in about a month, but we could do another stream review if we really wanted to, or channel review. I think it's been a month since the last one. I hope it's been a month since the last one, but we could do one of those as well. My headset's off. There we go. Mayonnaise, what do? It's the girl DM mark. Sub niches stuff. Yeah, sure. Wherever you guys want. But chat, I think we're going to call it today. Or we're going to call it there for today's stream. Let me see if there's anybody we can check out from the community. Also, if you guys want to listen to amazing beats, Rayless has his own streaming YouTube channel that streams 24/7 background music, copyright free. You guys should really check that out. Okay, let's go watch A Cane Awake. So make sure you guys go give some love, go say hi, go say hello. I'll see everybody Monday. And please feel free to drop some topics in. I love you all. I'll catch you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Have an amazing weekend. Good night.